Oh, hey guys. Hey guys. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm doing already because I would have put it in the video title. So, new computer, if I can lift it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's the box. Yeah, so I bought a new laptop. I think the one I'm using now that I'm recording on is 4 years old. So it's about time for an upgrade. Let me just get the receipt thing out and read to you the specs of this thing that I've bought. I bought it on the Boxing Day sale, and I think I got like 30% off or something, which is ridiculous. So I saved like 1,000 New Zealand dollars. The whole thing cost me 2.5 grand New Zealand, which I don't know if you can figure out how much is in your currency. It's not the best. I mean, it's a pretty average computer. It's not cheap. It's not expensive. Oh, that's interesting. This thing doesn't actually tell me the specs at all. I wonder where the specs are. I've got it on email, I can read that. But alright, let me just get to my email and I can read you the specs of this thing. So the processor is an Intel Core i7 4800MQ, 6MB cache up to 3.7 GHz. Actually, how many cores is that? I don't even know how many cores that is. Operating system Windows 8 64-bit. I don't really have an option to. I mean, it's either Windows 7 or Windows 8. I don't know, Windows, man. Windows 8 I'm not a big fan of, but we're gonna use it. Hopefully I can customize it to my own liking. Display, it's 15.6 inch. The maximum resolution is 1920 by 1080. So it's 1080p resolution screen. It's not, it's not the best resolution, but it's on like a 15-inch thing anyway, so it's not that big on the screen anyway, so I don't really want to jam too many pixels in there regardless. The graphics, which is probably the most important, NVIDIA Quadro K2100M graphics, 2GB GDDR5. So it's an NVIDIA Quadro, which is not your usual graphics card. It's like a, what do they call it? It's like enterprise graphics, which is kind of weird, but apparently it's quite good. It's apparently it's pretty good. It's not your typical consumer graphics. It's more like for people calculating things. You should look it up. Maybe I should look it up. I did look it up. Memory, I've got 16 gigabytes of DDR3 of memory. That's actually quite a lot. Why do I have so much memory? Anyway, that's good. And then there's like the keyboard and the trackpad and the camera and then the hard drive. So I got two 500 gigabyte 7200 RPM drives in this thing, but because I bought the two 1 gigabyte Seagate solid state hybrid drives on this computer, which I'm recording on now, what I need to do is I need to swap out the hard drives from here and put them into the new computer, which is going to take me a lot of time because I have to shuffle the data around and all that. So I'm going to immediately upgrade the hard drives on here onto the 1 gigabyte solid state drives or solid state hybrid drives. And what else? That's pretty much it. I also have over here two more boxes. One of these is a mouse. They're huge boxes. I don't understand why a mouse is such a big box. So one of these is a mouse, and the other one is a DVD drive. Because this thing, the new computer, it's only 15 inches, and so it's got space for one hard drive and one external drive. And they've put in a secondary hard drive in the external drive port. But then I kind of wanted a DVD drive as well, so I have to swap out the hard drive to put the DVD drive in. Alright, so there we go, that's the specs. I'll copy that into the video descriptions. And without further ado, let's open this thing up and try not to drop the laptop or something stupid. Hold on. I got this. There we go. Alright. Eventually I'll get this open. Alright. So, oh crap, everything's stuck together. Let me just cut that open. Ooh, wow. Hey. Let me just pull that out, and it opens from the top. It's okay. Alright. Opens from the end. I really should be careful with this. Try not to drop it on the ground, eh? Let's get this out first. The power thing, not that interesting. What else do we have? More cables? Power cable is not very long. Hold on, how's that gonna work? Oh, okay, that's pretty long. All right. What is this? What is this? Oh, lithium-ion battery. Let's try not to set that on fire. All right. So that's that side. Okay. Hold on. Sponge thing. Actually, I should remove the what is this? Menus, and what do we get? Oh, they give you the disc. So, what they do is, oh, they give you Office. Okay, there's the Office disk. I bought Office as well because, you know, your Office, Microsoft Office. So they don't give you the Vista disk, but I read this up. You have to kind of create your own recovery disks, and there's kind of a utility thing in the computer already that would make the disks for you. But as I said earlier, the thing doesn't come with a DVD drive. I had to buy a DVD drive additionally, like separately, but they give you a disc for the Office. It's kind of funny. So like there's a disc but no drive on the computer to use it. This is this instructions. I don't really need instructions. Alright, so there we go. So there's no recovery disk, but I think we can just make them with our own disk since I have the DVD drive there. Alright, so finally there it is. There's the laptop. It's kind of small, isn't it? Like, you know, it's that big. Like my head, it's like twice the size of my head. You can kind of throw it around. It's much smaller than the one I have now. The one I'm using now is a 17-inch. Which, you know, because I don't travel that much. I travel a little bit, but I don't travel that much. So when I travel, I kind of want to bring it with me. But then it's not like I'm carrying it around all the time. I just kind of leave it in my room wherever I stay. So I don't know. People don't sell 17 inches anymore. It seems like it seems really rare to find like a big laptop. I guess like nobody buys them. Maybe only me. I kind of wish more people bought me. Like it's like I don't want to carry a desktop around. You know what I mean? I want something I can fit in a backpack, but then it's still kind of like a nice big screen. You know what I mean? I know I can get like an external screen or something like that. But I don't really want to. Just put the bag there. Alright, so there we go. There it is. Huh? What is that? Oh, there's a stand. Really? Oh no, that's a bad. Oh, that's the port for the for if you have one of those what do you call them? Workstation things. Like you kind of gonna plug it in and you get like external keyboard and a bigger screen and whatnot. So alright, so there's panels there. Alright, so there's like a separate panel for the RAM, it seems like. And then there's like a separate panel for hard drives. I hope so. These icons are a bit strange. It's like there's a little icon here. You can't see it. There's keyboard and then there's like a water droplet. I think what it means is if you pour water onto your keyboard, the water will flow out the bottom of your computer. I think that's what it means. I don't know why. Oh, I guess that's useful. The water doesn't actually stay in the computer. If you pour it on the keyboard, it'll just kind of come out the bottom. But I'm guessing the idea is not to pour water on your keyboard in the first place. So, from what I can tell, you don't take apart the whole computer to change the hard drive. Like this one, if I want to change the hard drive, you kind of open up the whole thing, it seems like. But here, like the panel is only like, you can't see it. But, or you can kind of see it, but the panel is like this big. I think you just open this to access the CPU and the hard drive, but then I don't know how you... Oh, this is where the DVD thing goes. or the external hard drive goes. And then there's the fan there, I believe. So, alright, so I have to figure out how to change the hard drives, because that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to open it up there. Oh, the keyboard looks nice. I wonder how... Is this a mechanical keyboard? I don't know if you guys know the difference between like a mechanical... Oh, hi. A mechanical keyboard and a typical one. Like with a typical keyboard, there's like these kind of plastic nub things, and I've had this thing for 4 years, and the WASD, because I play a lot of games, so the WASD keys, like after about 3.5 years of use, the rubber bit starts to break, so then you kind of have to change them, or you kind of change the whole keyboard at some point. So the rubber stuff, like the rubber thing, it pushes the key back up, but you know, after using it for several years, constantly spamming WASD because I'm crap at games, then they wear out and you have to kind of change them. Whereas mechanical keyboard, I believe, lasts long. I don't know. It looks. This thing, no, it still feels like the plastic stuff. It feels like the plastic stuff, but the keys look like they are designed to resist dust and crap falling into it. I don't know if I should turn it around so you can see. It's not that special. So there it is. There it is. It's kind of, it's pretty thin too. I don't know. I don't really care about the mobility thing, to be honest. What does that say? USB. What does SS mean? Is that the like there's like, I think there's like 2 USB 2 ports and like 2 USB 3 ports, so they're not all USB 3. Oh, there's that nub thing in the middle too. Alright, so there's the... And then there's like the fan. There's the fan there and back there, and then there's the wait a minute, is that? Oh no, those are ports. What is this? The power? External monitor, USB, and the battery. So if you want to charge things, I guess this particular USB port has more power, and then this SS, I think, is the USB 3, is the speed one. There's a... Is that a disk reader? I think it is. And then there's like the single port for the combined speaker and or headphones and microphone. I have to buy an adapter. Hold on, I'm gonna pull this out. Hopefully it doesn't hurt anything. So I've just lost the sound, but this thing, can you see that? Can you see that? So the headphone I have has got a plug for the microphone and then another plug for the headphones. But this thing has the combined thing. I don't know if you can see that there. So there's like, oh, there we go. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 contacts there, and so it has both the headphones and the microphone in the same socket. So I had to buy that separately as well, so I can still use the old headphones. Which maybe I should have just bought new headphones. I had to buy that off Amazon. They shipped it from America. That's kind of funny. So no one in New Zealand has that for sale. Alright, so might as well open this up. I also need to make a list of the things to do. There's a piece of paper. Let me just write this stuff down. So the first thing I need to do is to make the Windows recovery disk. Let me just get a piece of paper. Windows recovery disk. Recovery disk. So this is like the list of things to do. And then back up the D drive on the old computer. Back up and replace old D drive. Back up and replace old D drive. So the old hard drives I've put into these external sort of things. So I'm probably going to use those again. So those are, I think they're only 300 gigabytes each, and then these ones are 500 gigabytes, and then this one is 1 terabyte. So I'm going to put that back in there, and then take the 1 gigabyte out and put it in the new computer, the C drive of the new computer, and then old D drive, replace new C drive with the 1 terabyte, and then copy all the Steam games over, because you can, like, I don't want to download all the Steam games again. So what you can do is like back up the Steam games and then copy them over and then have it reinstall on the new one, so you don't have to download it again. Just kind of shuffle it off the computer. And so once I've got the new 1 terabyte drive in the new computer, I need to sort out all the new programs. So, or I can just replace the old C drive. I just don't know how much space I have. I think mostly it's the Steam games. Like if I kind of move all the Steam games over and then delete them, because I think I've got way more than 300 gigabytes now, so I need to put the old drive back in. I really need to replace the like I need to get rid of some of my Steam games in the old computer, so I need to shuffle that over. Move Steam games over, and then replace old C drive, and then put the new disk in the new D drive, replace new D drive, and then copy the data from the D, because I use the D drive for video capture. So all the games I record, it's on the D drive here. So I need to copy that stuff over. And then copy remaining data over to the new computer. So that's the procedure. Make the recovery disks on the new computer, back up and replace the old D drive, put that drive into the new and replace the new C drive, move over the Steam games, replace the old C drive, and put that drive into the new D drive, and then copy over the remaining stuff. Alright, that's gonna take me days and days probably. Alright, so let's open up these other boxes. Okay, I've done that already. What is that? Like this packaging details and whatnot. So what I'm hoping to do is to be able to run all the existing games at like high level graphics, at like, you know, high graphics settings. And I'm hoping to be able to run Minecraft with the shaders, because I like realistic lighting. And then hopefully for the next you know, I can play new games for the next 3 or 4 years. And obviously I won't be able to play it with the maximum settings. I don't even some of the games that come out like right now, I don't think I can play them at the maximum settings, because this is not the best computer in the world. It's fairly good. It's not the best money can buy, because I don't want to spend that much money. But hopefully it will allow me to just kind of keep playing games for a few years before I need to upgrade again. If you guys are following my playthroughs, then the Mass Effect you won't get the new computer, because I've actually recorded all 3 games from the Mass Effect already. Like I just kind of played through them all and then... Really? So this is a box. Inside this box is another box with shipping details. So they shipped from... I don't know where is that to. So there's like the barcode there, you can see that. Distribution... Oh, this is my address. Oh crap, did I just show my address on the internet? I don't think anyone really cares. So they put a box inside the other box. Okay, that's alright. Whoa, and then inside this inside box, they're just lazy, basically. Instead of just kind of slapping on instead of slapping on the distribution stuff on the inside box, they put it in another extra box. I don't know, man. Let's just think of the trees. You're just killing all the... Well, I guess it's recycled paper. It's just unnecessary. I don't know. I guess if you like unboxing, then there's more boxes to unbox. Maybe that's for you. Whoa. Alright, so what is this? Product CD. ThinkPad optical disk drive includes software and user guide. The user guide is on the disk. But to access the disk, you need to install the disk drive first. So in order to find out how to install the drive, you have to install the drive to access the disk. To learn how to install the drive. Which is pretty cool. I like that logic. That's the kind of like a... It's very unique, that sort of logic. So... Wow. So they're really scared of damaging this thing. This is like really sensitive electronics. Maybe I should be careful with it. Alright, so after all of that, the drive itself is only this big because it's a laptop drive. So there's the massive box, and there's the drive itself. So they're really careful with this. So maybe I should also be careful with this. Where would I put this when I'm not using it? It doesn't seem that fragile. Like the whole thing is like, it's kind of like, I don't know if you can see it. Like there's no exposed electronics, there's no pins or anything. It looks fairly solid, to be honest. Like there isn't even anywhere for dust to get in. So the drive itself looks fairly solid, so I don't know why they're this careful with it. I don't know, I guess I can maybe snap it or something. Alright, so since they're so careful with it, I'm just going to be careful with it as well. And put that back there. Just, hold on, that's not right. That's not correct, Simon. That's not... Alright, so let's just be really careful with this, since they seem to think it's really fragile. And that. So this must be the mouse. If this is the drive, let me just put the disk back there, shove that back in. So it's like kind of stickers everywhere. How do I just do this, don't I? Or okay, I just guess I do this. No, I don't do that. How do you... Oh, really? I have to cut all this open? So, I don't know if you're interested. This thing was shipped from China, from Shenzhen. Shenzhen. I don't know if you guys know where the city that is. It's in southern China. Close to Hong Kong, but not quite. I guess that's makes things convenient for these guys. So they're based in China, Lenovo. It's a Chinese company. Alright, let's cut that open. Actually, where is this from? From... Huh. This looks like it's directly from the factory. Wistron Infocom Kushan Corporation. Like, it's not even... For Lenovo number 168 First Avenue, Kunshan. Integrated Free Trade Special Administrative Area? Maybe? Let me just find this on Google. I'm kind of interested in where their factory is. Hold on. K-U-N-S-H-A-N. In the meantime, Kunshan Wikipedia. Ah, yes, I thought so. So it's Oh my god. So here's a box. The box is, is that big? Is that big? That big? Bigger than my head. Inside that box is a smaller box. This is the mouse. The mouse is not very big, it's a laptop mouse. This big. And this big. This is inside it. These guys, man. Oh, Kunshan is actually close to Shanghai. That's interesting. Adjacent. Yeah, it's just next to Shanghai. I guess it's kind of part of the same metropolis. Interesting. Industrial zones, economic and hold on, where was it? Integrated free trade, economic and technical development zone, export processing zone. But that address was like a free trade area. So there's like kind of special economic zones in China, and this is one of them. Alright, so the actual laptop factory came from Shanghai, but the drive or the mouse, no, the mouse came from Shenzhen. And that, hold on, the drive came from, I can't see it, it's too far away. Yeah, the drive came from Shenzhen as well, so I guess they have a warehouse in Shenzhen, and then the actual laptop factory is in Shanghai, I guess. There we go, there's a little bit of insight into the industrial economy of China, if you're interested. Come on, come on. Open. There we go. And then the actual mouse, actually it's slightly bigger than the one I'm using now, you can't really see it, can you? It's a mouse. There's nothing special, it's just a mouse. But I like the mouse, I don't want to use the trackpad when I'm playing games. So there we go, every new computer I buy a new mouse. So, the wheel is interesting. Interesting wheel. Alright. So that's nothing special. Again, there's like a really small box inside a really big box. These guys, man, they don't really care. I don't know, maybe there's like a standard size. Like, why do they use such a big box? I guess if it doesn't cost them anymore, then they don't really care. So there's the mouse, let's put that there as well. Alright, so there's our unboxing finished, I guess. I need to clean that up. What else do I have to say? No, I guess that's about it. I guess that's about it. So probably Alright, so what I think I'll do is I'll set everything up. It's probably going to take me like a whole week just to copy all the data over, and then because I need to shuffle these things back and forth through multiple drives. So when I'm done, I'll start recording videos in the new computer, and we'll see how that turns out. Obviously, it'll be better frame rate, but there might be some hiccups along the way, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I guess I should stop rambling, and yes, new computer, alright. Capture, stop.